Hi guys, it's a redirect to my reaction to Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 Episodes 1, 2 and 3. Just wanted to say that this is just a trial reaction to Tokyo Ghoul, so not a full series reaction. So if you didn't know already, currently on Patreon I'm doing trial reactions to different animes, different genres of animes, just to help me explore different animes and just, yeah, to get an idea of an anime rather than commit to a full series, because I can't react to all of these animes for a full series. So that's the purpose of these trial reactions. They're early access for 1 month on Patreon. So when I upload this on YouTube, July's trial reactions will be to RE0 and Iroduku The World in Colors. August trial reactions on Patreon will be to what was it, Trigun and Demon Slayer. So yeah, if you haven't already, please check out my Patreon schedule list so that you can know what to expect on my Patreon for trial reactions. First of all, this anime is extremely graphic. I think this is the most graphic anime that I've seen ever since Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan was also extremely graphic, extremely horrific. This one, I obviously expected Tokyo Ghoul to be this way because I was warned about this, and I also knew, just pre-knowledge, knew that this was a seinen anime, not a shonen anime, and that it did contain a lot of dark themes, notably cannibalism. The concept is quite gross. It's not total cannibalism, but like it borders on cannibalism, especially for Kaneki, considering that he's half human. But he's like trying so hard to like be human and not give in to the temptation of eating human meat. So yeah, that was a huge struggle in this episode, and like the first few scenes were just an absolute shocker. This anime seems like it really like goes full on with the violence. Like there's just excessive blood, in my opinion, a bit too much blood than what is actually necessary realistically. Just my opinion. But like in the first scene we saw a murder spree going on. So there was this female ghoul that was basically eating all these male humans. So she just went completely rampant. She was very bloodthirsty. She was enjoying her meal very much. And then there was this guy, and then he lost his tool, this medical pliers tool. And then the police got their hands on that medical pliers tool. They are known as the Doves, and their job is to kill ghouls. So they're trying to investigate who owns the medical pliers, and yeah, that's what happened in these episodes as well. Meanwhile, Kaneki, he went on a date with this purple-haired girl called Rize, and at first they seemed like they were getting along. At first she seemed like she was a sweet girl. She seemed like a sweet, very pretty, attractive girl, but then like she lured him into the biggest trap ever, lured him into this dark alleyway, and I was just like, no, something bad is going to happen, something very bad is going to happen. And it did, but it was the actual girl that was the ghoul. And oh my days, she was an absolute savage. She basically attacked Kaneki so savagely. She was preparing to kill and eat him. Thankfully, she basically building works actually fell on top of her. So she was killed before she could even kill Kaneki. So basically, she attacked him and converted him only halfway through. If she had eaten him a bit, I think if she had killed him or something, I'm still like trying to like figure out how this whole ghoul conversion works, then he would have been turned into a full ghoul, but he wasn't killed. So yeah, he's like half ghoul, half human, and he's like the only one who is half human and half ghoul, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. And it's creating a lot of mental conflict in him because he's got the human conscience in him still. So like compared to the full ghouls who don't have that who don't automatically have that human conscience to not eat human meat. He really tried to control himself to not eat human meat, because he wanted to stay human. He didn't ask for this to happen to him. He was completely betrayed by this girl that he really liked. Thankfully that girl's dead, but this girl is just haunting him in, like, he just keeps getting these hallucinations of this girl tempting him to eat human meat and eat Hide, his own best friend. So I felt really bad for him. I felt very, very bad for him that all of this is happening to him and he just can't control himself. He tried his best to control himself and he didn't eat human meat. But then Touka, she seems, she's just, like, she hits him, she intimidates him so much, and I'm just like, you need to chill out more. Like, she's just, I mean, I'm not hating on anything, I'm just saying, like, the way she treats Kaneki is just like, for now, I mean, I'm sure, like, she'll get more soft later on, because that's what usually happens with tsundere type of characters, but like, at the moment, she keeps intimidating him. I do know that later on they do become a couple, but at this point, like, she doesn't see eye to eye with him. She sees him as like a wimp or something. You know, like, he didn't expect himself to become a ghoul. He didn't expect his date to be a ghoul, and to do that to him. Also, that psycho guy, that absolute psychotic freak of a ghoul, the one with the glasses, I forgot what his name was, but he is an absolute trickster. He's been like proper blending himself into human society by acting really human, but inside he's an absolute psychopath. He was proper trying to like taunt Kaneki. He was proper abusing Kaneki, fighting him, and like he was proper hitting him so badly, and was like threatening to eat up Hide. And Kaneki, he just had to go into his demonic ghoul mode and kill that guy before he could kill Hide, because obviously he wants to protect his best friend from getting killed. So yeah, that was a pretty cool moment. But it was about needing to suppress his demonic ghoul side as well. So yeah, it's just a constant struggle for Kaneki. Thankfully he does have help. Touka's manager is actually a very good man. He's been trying to help Kaneki keep his hunger in control by offering him coffee all the time, and coffee actually helps the ghouls to suppress their hunger for human food, so they can just resort to coffee. But it's just like a temporary fix, really. It's not like a permanent, like meal to have or something. To be honest, it's quite bizarre that coffee does that, but like when eating other human food or drink, it doesn't work for them. So I find that a bit bizarre. But I mean, I'm glad that there is at least something normal that he can have, just to like suppress his hunger for human food. Otherwise, that's just extremely fucked up, because he's half human, so that's cannibalism, you know? So that's just so fucked up. It's just so gross, the concept. I'm not gonna lie, the whole concept, it just grosses me out. But at the same time, it is quite interesting, and I do like the main character, and I do like the manager, Touka. I'm still getting used to. She seems pretty cool though. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting. It definitely has a shock factor. It definitely has very proactive type of scenes. Yeah, pretty cool. But to be honest, it's not really my genre. I don't go for anime that is this dark. Um, this type of anime would be way too dark for my personal taste. I don't mind dark themes. I'm totally fine with dark themes to some extent, but if it's like every single episode, every single scene, then it just gets a bit too much for me, which is why I had to quit Attack on Titan. It was just like, ugh, you know. Anyway, what you think of these episodes, let me know, and stay tuned for more.